Hi and welcome to NicheCraft. My name is Cassie and I'm your host. And today is Feature Friday and I cannot wait to tell you about this particular person that I want to feature today. So the person I want to feature has a YouTube channel and many of you have probably heard of him, but if you haven't, I just wanted to tell you about a very special YouTuber named Spatter. This person has touched my life just by making videos, okay, and he is just such an inspiration to me, and I would imagine probably an inspiration to other people. He has definitely helped me build confidence in my crochet, and I absolutely adore his tutorials. He is very calming. I think probably because his voice is really calming, but he's very calming, very patient. His tutorials are always very, very clear. He also does origami and cooking and recipes like that, and he reads books on his channel as well, so there's a little bit there for everybody, you know, and he's just such a great person. His goals for his channel when starting out is to enlighten, educate, and entertain, and he is bringing all three of those things to the max. I mean, he is really, really amazing. Another thing that he says a lot, and this is something that I take to my heart a lot too, is that knowledge is power, but sharing is caring. And that is just such, I just love that sentiment. And I think that that's really, really important. And so I wanted to share Cider with you guys and let you guys know what a great, awesome person he is. So I wanted to show a couple of things that I've made because of Cider. One of them is this throw that I'm still working on. This is using the Spatter stitch, okay? And he has a Spatter stitch tutorial. And that went up, I believe, about a month ago, so it's relatively new. I'm using this with Premier Sweet Rolls in Cinnamon Pop. And the reason I picked these colors is that my master bedroom is done in these colors. This cinnabar color and this like kind of brown, like almost taupe color, and there's not a lot of white there, but there's enough contrast there that it looks really good. So I was gonna put it as a throw on. I've got a very massive bedroom. The master bedroom is just really huge. Whoever designed this house just thought that the master bedroom really needed to be all out. Half of the master bedroom is also a little sitting area, and I'm going to put this throw in that sitting area, and you've actually seen me on it. It's a futon so that we can use that for guests when they visit. And I was going to throw that futon on there so that it would just bring the room together, because I'm always throwing different colors on there, and this will bring the room together really well. So, and then another thing that I wanted to show you is his corded shells. And this is the rectangle blanket I made using his corded shells pattern. It is so elegant and beautiful, and it is not that hard at all. And I made this with Lion Brand Mandala in Magic Moon. So I just wanted to tell you about him and just wanted to lift him up. And so you might want to check him out. Alright, so the rest of this video, I just wanted to tell you about some of my works in progress and some of my finished objects, okay? So this is a finished object. I actually did this last week. I made this for my daughter. I did it in a day. It's a bucket hat. She had talked to me about, like, oh, I really like bucket hats. I wonder if we could, you know, get one. So I decided to make one for her, and I told her that we could go through different, like, flowers or whatever and find something to put on the brim of the hat. So it's not technically finished, but I'm sure that we'll come up with something, and then we'll put something like that, like maybe a butterfly or a flower or just something, you know, something fancy like that. Or maybe she doesn't want one, I don't know. But I'm proud of this hat. I thought that it came out really well. It was my actual first attempt at a bucket hat, which is kind of like weird, but anyway, it worked, obviously, and I love it. I made this in Willow Burrows. No, I made this in Willow yarn, but it wasn't the Burrows line. It was a different line, and I believe it's a 4-weight. and it's in that like blue color that they have. You can find it on Hirschner's, okay? So I hope that gave you enough information for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because I'm actually feeling kind of hot. And I'm gonna lay this to the side here. I also wanted to show you this tote bag that I made. I got some more yarn and from what's it called? NicheCraft, and I made this beautiful basket, and I really love it. It's a tote, and I used 4 skeins of this to make it, and I wish I could remember what it's called, but it's the one that's named after tea. I think that this is called Noon Chai, but I can't remember which. I think it might be ooh or ooh. They name it that to embarrass people like me who have to say it. I think it's that company, but I just wanted to say, yeah, it's finished and that it serves its purpose and it's made. And I just used like for the bottom, I used a half double crochet and just made a circle. And then when I came to the part where I wanted it to go straight up, I just used a double crochet. And for the sides that I wanted to turn into the strap, I just went around there and made front post double crochets around here. And as I made this, I decreased so that it would be a basket that would hold a lot of stuff. And I get these little balls of yarn that I call Easter eggs. I mean, I know that's not what they're called, but they're just these the little tiny balls. Like for those of you who are familiar with Mary Maxim, they send them in Siemens, and like some of them aren't even banded. They're just these little balls, kind of like what you would get if you were working with amigurumi. And I just put all of my little balls in here because I just needed a place to sort them, you know. I need to expand my studio so that I can display all of my yarn and it can be all nice and organized. I'm working on that right now, so I'm sure you can imagine. But yeah, I made this so that I could start making some progress there. I told you about this on a crochet tutorial, but I never actually showed you the full project. Now I have not worked on this since I made that tutorial, but this is the corner to corner blanket that I'm making my son. He specifically asked me to do the corner to corner in Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in blue. So I got True Blue, which is this, okay? And I am currently making a corner to corner blanket out of this yarn, and I'm going to actually make it a rectangle blanket, not a square blanket. And of course in my tutorial I showed how you can do that. So if you want to make a beautiful blanket like this, you know, you can check out that tutorial. And then I did make some progress on this beautiful scarf that I am making out of this willow wheel, and I also got that on Hirschner's. I got it in a mystery bag. And I'm calling this the Fall Foliage Scarf, and it's just a feather stitch. It looks a lot fancier than it actually is. It's something that's really, really easy to make. Yes, it is technically an advanced stitch, but I'm going to be teaching this tomorrow. So for those of you who are watching this the day it goes up, which is Friday, I hope, I hope I get it edited by then look for that on Saturday, and that would be Saturday the... let's see here. Saturday the 9th. I have a whole lot of light coming at me, so it's kind of hard to see. But Saturday the 9th is when I will be able to get that up for you guys. So those of you who requested this stitch tutorial, you're getting it very soon. And if you're watching this and it's already Saturday, it's probably up. Alright, and so for those of you who requested that I do this stitch tutorial, I decided to start a blanket, and I have been working on it, obviously, but I did not make as much progress as I thought I would. So I had told you guys that I was going to put up a border tutorial, which I still will, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that for maybe another week, and I hope that you don't hold that against me. I had misjudged how much time it was going to take me to make this, and so that's where I am there. I hope you, again, I hope you don't mind, but you know, I have had a channel before, not doing this, doing something completely different, but it's still a process as I am learning what I can reasonably expect out of how fast I can produce videos, and then what I think I can do. So there's still a discrepancy there, and I'm working on that for you guys so you guys can know. So I only have a few more things to tell you about, so I just wanted to let you know. See, I already told you the feather stitch is going to come tomorrow on Saturday. On Sunday you will get a granny square tutorial. Please be patient with me. Those of you who are more advanced crocheters, I will start adding more advanced patterns as we go, but I really want to build up my channel starting with beginner stuff. So for the first maybe 6 months even, this is going to be really like very, very beginner easy stuff, because that's what my goal is, to bring the love of crochet to people who haven't discovered it yet. But for those of you who want more advanced stitches, I'll have those. It's just the granny squares are going to stay real simple here at first, so I just wanted to let you know that. I might add some granny squares here and there, not on Sunday, so that you guys can enjoy some more advanced. So Monday is Mystery Box Monday. As always, I have a Hobie yarn unboxing. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. On Tuesday, I have a series that is going to be talking about how to change color in crochet. So I'm going to teach you guys how to change color when you're working in rows, how to change color when you're working on a granny square, and I'm also going to teach you how to do a checkered color change, and that's probably where I'm going to leave it there. I was thinking also about eventually doing a gingham stitch tutorial, but because that uses more than 2 colors, I figured that it would be a little bit too advanced at this point, but I will bring that out sometime soon. So Tuesday is that. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday. I really enjoyed making the bath soak salt for last Wednesday, but I know that you guys are more interested in crochet, so I'm going to be talking about the health benefits for knitting and crochet, so you're definitely going to want to watch that, because you'll be really surprised with some of the health benefits there are. Thursday, I'm going to be doing a new stitch tutorial. Friday brings you back to Works in Progress and Feature Friday and all of that good stuff. So that's what you can kind of expect over the next week. I just wanted to tell you guys that something about me that you've probably noticed about this channel is that I like to do giveaways, and my giveaways might seem a little over the top to you guys, but there's a story behind that. And when I first started this channel, I was really, really hesitant to talk about this subject at all, because it's embarrassing, and because I don't want to give energy to a topic that really isn't worth my time. But I wanted to share with you guys what goes on in my heart when I'm approaching you guys in this channel and, you know, everybody out there. What goes on in my heart is that I made a friend, or somebody who I thought was a friend, who ended up stealing a lot of money from me and a lot of stuff from me. And the way he was able to do this was through my generosity, and because I did not have the social skills necessary to be able to recognize that he was a predator in that way. And I don't want to spend time talking about negativity, so that's it. That's all the attention he gets. What I wanted to share, though, is that I'm a generous spirit. That's just who I am. And I've been very, very blessed to have everything I need in this world. And that's not something that everybody is blessed with. And because of that, some people can try to take advantage of that, but I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna go a step further. Nobody can take advantage of me anymore, because what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna still be generous, but I'm gonna be giving to a community that does give back to me in some way. So just understand that the reason I am so generous in my giveaways, and the reason that I have a lot of them, is because I wanted to take my spirit of generosity and move it away from toxic things and point it towards things that bring joy and things that bring me joy and me health and all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I'm never gonna spend time talking about that specific person and that story there, but it is important for you to know where I'm coming from, I think, so that you can kind of be a little bit more clear as to, oh, okay, so that's her game. She's not doing this for anything. That's just who she is. And she just needs a really creative, positive outlet for that generosity. So that's where I'm coming from. And that's another thing that I want to add this week is I would like to talk about crocheting and knitting for charity and crafting for charity too, because it's not just crochet and knit. And I also want to put out a video about what to keep in mind when you're crafting for charity, because there's a few things that might not come to mind real quickly, but once you think about it, it's like, ooh, yeah, I should think about that. So I will definitely get those out in the next week as well. So you guys forgive me for saying that I might get it out sooner, but the border to this blanket will come as soon as I'm done with it, okay? And hopefully I've given you a lot to look forward to. Hopefully I've given you some insight into some of the different things that make me who I am, and hopefully I've given you a really, really great person to follow, because, like, seriously, I cannot imagine how your life couldn't be improved with Fiber Spider. I mean, it's just impossible to imagine that. I just can't imagine. So, so yeah, go check them out, you know. And if you like my video, if you like what you're seeing here, please like, subscribe, you know, click the bell, because like I said, I have giveaways, so you're going to want to make sure to know when I have those, which is pretty often. I think I'm going to put my next one up next week too, so you've got that coming too. And also, you know, I do have a giveaway going on right now, like this minute. And that goes for any time you're watching this, because I always have an active giveaway going on. So be sure to go find that and enter, because again, it brings me joy to give back. And I think that that's just such a great thing that I can do. And my eye's tearing up, but I promise I'm not crying. It's because this light that's coming at me is so bright. So I'm going to go ahead and practice some self-care, get off the camera, turn off those lights, and try to finish this blanket here. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye!